Man, if I had superpowers, all that should be out and done right now. I don't know what's going on. It is cold as all get out. So this is another day that I have taken off as like a mental health day because I just want to stay inside, stay warm, and write. So last night I had a conversation with a friend of mine about like the state of just the world in general, but then also like getting into the nitty-gritty of like, okay, what does this look like with me writing? What does this look like for 2025? What does this look like going forward? And it's a conversation I'm always having like with myself, and with the progress that I've made in the book that I'm currently writing, I feel like I'm in this limbo space where it's like, you are so close to the end. Why is this trigger not being pulled? But this series of events and feelings is this like familiar space where I found myself in time after time, and I would feel comfortable saying a lot of writers might find themselves there as well, where you're not making space for being kinder to yourself. Like, yes, get it done, sure. And this isn't even something that's stemming from like, oh, author A is doing this and author C is doing this. It's not that. It's quite literally, you are so close, why can't you pull the trigger? Just do it. And just do it being like 30,000 more words to write, which is like, come on. So that's kind of where I am. And I am battling something. There's some congestion up in here. There's something going on. But instead of me in the past being like really hard on myself and feeling down and whatever else, this go round I have been kind of self-aware enough to be like, all right, you have these deadlines which can be arbitrary. You know, you want to have some stuff done at a certain time, and when you don't meet that deadline, it's like, no dopamine for you. But I am okay, because like my lofty goal back in like August, September was to spend the last 3 months of the last quarter of 2024 getting the first draft done of 3 different books. October was for book 1, November for book 2, December for book 3. We are well into December, and needless to say, I'm still working on book 1. So that's what I say. Like I feel like my growth as an author in this specific space is just being kinder to myself. So yes, I can write. I think I write well. My stories are compelling. I think, you know, I'm good with the plot twists and the characters and all that. That remains to be seen as far as readers are concerned. But where I'm standing, that's not my frustration. That's not my anger. That's not my imposter syndrome. Like, none of that's not an issue whatsoever. So for me, it is being kinder to yourself about these deadlines that you're setting for yourself. Yes, I would like to have this done at a certain time. Yes, I want, at least for this first book, to be out at a certain date. I'm not going to say the date because not right now anyways, but it's like, bro, this is life. This shit happens. So if I can impart any wisdom or if you can take anything from this video, is to just be kinder to yourself. We all have lofty goals. Hell, the amount of manuscripts I have that are at varying stages of completion, the amount of books that I have like brain dumped and have different stages of outlining being done, and the amount of books that I have in my head that I want to add to this world and whatever else, man, if I had superpowers, all that should be out and done right now. But the reality is I don't. My superpower is writing, and it's writing at a rate that my busy life and my mental health and my motivation allows me to. And it's, you know, you got your spurts of 2 weeks where you're knocking it out the park, and then 3 weeks where you're like, 400 words here and there every other day. So yeah, be kinder to yourselves, and especially in this cold weather, these cold weather months, Lord Jesus. So yeah, I'm gonna ease on down the road and get these errands done and try to get back in and do some writing. One thing that I am going to make sure I do more in the new year is cut and self-care. I'm gonna do that more. I've done it here and there, but to like be intentional and make it a thing that I'm doing, like scheduling. So that last manicure, pedicure I got was phenomenal, and I'm probably overdue. My nails grew back so freaking quick though. Like, either that or time is not real.
Body down. Get out
of my house. Get out of my house.
What's wrong? Because I'm speaking the truth?
Raheem is dead. Somebody shot him. Hey, just sit back and be cool.
I actually look like a human being again. But shit, I can't see about shit. This is actually a very, very good visit. Those of you who see your hairstylists or your barbers or whatnot, there is this running theme of them being like therapists. And I had some stuff to get off my chest. And this was a really good visit. But I'm hungry, and I think I have enough energy to take my butt home to write. So I'm gonna try to make this quick. And see you in a minute, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. I got floaters in my eyeball, coasters by the shot glass, smoking let my mind fall, plenty roaches, no ass, stepping on the critters, jitters, going through my spine, should be used to a state of a poor man's mind, it's just PB no J, Kool-Aid no sugar, boiling the bath, water for warm showers in winter, work cooking, she clean, mama was a magician, she switched it and turned the tub to a washing machine, air drying and clothes, hanging up with my woes, enemies was befriending me, laughing about all my lows. But it's on, greet me with a hey and a wave with a
so I'm at this place called Kitchen 101, meeting my baby cousin here. And I say baby, this is a grown woman. I haven't seen her in like a decade, not in person anyways. And I'm at the music center, music factory. I realized that I've been here nearly a decade, and I truly do not know anything about this city. Some backstory, when I moved here, I was getting out doing stuff, meeting people, going places, concerts, events and whatnot. Then the pandemic hit. Once that hit and we were all pushed indoors, I never came back outside. And the weird thing is, I've done stuff here and there, movies, dinner, events and whatnot, but I think when you're a kid, it's easy to make friends. When you're in college, it's easy to make friends. When you are in a fraternity or sorority or some event group, it's easy to, you know, mix and mingle with people. And I am introverted, but, you know, I can perform extroverted activities. But I think I was just getting my stride in like meeting people and getting out at that time. And once we were forced indoors, I thrived. You know, I was doing podcasts, making videos, writing books, sleeping, not being bothered. And now that outside is, you know, the pandemic is not over, but we're a bit open, I have not, there's so much of this city that I have never laid eyes on. Like me being here, the Toyota Music Factory is nice. It's beautiful. And this is someplace I would probably want to come back to, but Jesus Christ, I've never seen this place. And it kind of reminds me of Atlantic Station in Atlanta. And so when I do a lot of writing, these are the smaller communities within cities that I'm considering. Because when I write, though I'm writing in a way that I could see this as a movie or a TV show or whatever, I'm also considering not because I'm making my own fictional city. For example, if I was to have some of my characters at some nightlife event or something, I'm sure this would be beautiful at night. As long as you're filming and you're cropping in a way that like Toyota Music Factory isn't shown, you can say this is anywhere USA, but this is a beautiful area. Man.
Want to make it, inshallah, God willing. Until time I'm chilling, trying to feed my village and erase all ceilings. I live my song. I'm not opposed to praying, but it been so long. If you in the sky and I just in my thought, with no one else around to catch me if I fall, will you take my call?